because you see people who have this one really big song, right? Not that you weren't big before, but like there's always that one song that just goes like crazy, and that was Nana. And then after a while, you kind of just see them disappear. Like you'd never hear their music anymore. So you're like, another one hit wonder. What a talent they were! You know, what a talent. You've seen people like Tyler as well, who's doing really, really well. She's even gotten a nomination. Was it a Grammy nomination the other day? And she's super, like, she's blowing up from this one song. But a lot of South Africans actually have known her for a long time. She's been doing music for a long time, but then that one song
Just
put her on a
went off.
platform that's crazy. And now all of us are like, is she going to do good? But you've done so well.
Thank you.
Every single song on this EP
Thank
album
you.
is just a bop, a bop, a bop. You're
Thank
looking
you.
for that
Soulful.
really like,
Thank you.
it's so
Thank you,
rich.
guys.
It's crazy.
Thank you, guys.
However, did you have that panic of, will I deliver in the same way? Because again, there was this big thing. Now the EP is out. Will I deliver? Will people care this much? Was that fear there?
Initially, I won't lie, I was just like, man, like, damn, this song has gone crazy.
Yeah.
Like, will I get another song that will go like this? But I'm an artist. I'm an artist first before every other thing.
Celebrity.
Before I am a hit maker, I'm an artist, and that's how I express myself, through my art. So, and I have to put my art out there. So, whether I'm scared or not, I had to just put it out. And man, it was there initially, but right now it's not, because I feel like all my music is good, and it's still true to myself and who I am as a person. So, if it works, man.
Okay, so now tell us about the journey with the making of the album and everything. Has it always, have you always been working on it and then just released it recently? Or did all of this come up after Nan and you're like, you know what, I need to put out a solid block of work?
So initially, I was working on an album. So some of the songs of the, like a full-length album. So some of the songs of the EP, like Moonlight, were for the album. And then when I came back from like all the traveling and stuff, and I was just in studio. I remember just being in studio and like, man, I was feeling, what's the word? Not overwhelmed, like excited, but like, you're just like, man, you're seeing where you've come from, and all these emotions
like
are going through
disbelief
you.
of like, damn, this happened.
And like all the things I've been through, all the necessary suffering, and I'm just like, man.
Necessary suffering, like what exactly?
Bruh, some suffering is a part of life, and it's necessary sometimes. So a lot of things were going through my mind, and I couldn't finish the album, but then I could talk about what made me not finish the album. You get what I mean?
It's very funny though. Like I can describe why I'm not finishing this album in like these few songs here.
So songs like Shine, I'm just talking about like, never thought that my life would change. Didn't think I'll make my mama proud. Like stuff like that. Just talking about like
Small town hero.
Yeah, small town hero. Just talking about like that. This period now,
And I mean, there are a lot of things that obviously are going to change even now. As we said, change is the only constant in life, as much as you're always so abrasive about it. And you just mentioned something that was really funny, and I want to use that as an example as I ask you further. So there are a lot of things that have changed about you in the time that we've known you, since even the last interview we had with you, and now a lot of things have changed, including your afro, which you've just said a lot of people are giving you all kinds of raising and hell for it, because it was almost your identity. But there obviously was a reason why you cut the hair short. There's definitely a purpose for that in your mind. It just didn't wake up and you're like, you know what, let's shave the hair. It was a thought process. So what other changes have you had that have not been received with the most, because everyone looks at you and is like, oh my God, oh. So what are these unawe changes that have happened?
Definitely quite a number of things. First of all, your friendship dynamics. Like a couple of guys you're friends with, and then like your WhatsApp is like going crazy, and you just don't see the message. And man, the guy is like, bruh,
You became a celebrity and forgot.
you switched up, man. So all that, like the places I go to, like even the things I say, things I talk about, how I talk.
Taking out of context.
Yeah, so I have to be intentional about whatever I'm going to do or like whatever I'm doing. And yeah, man, that has been like an interesting growth point because yeah, man, just imagine
you're Baraka, but then you're not Baraka. You're like Joshua Baraka.
Yeah.
You're like, but I've always been this guy.
Yeah,
Why are you guys not making my life hard?
Like, you have to keep in your hot takes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your hot takes.
You say them in a mirror to yourself.
Yeah, so it has just been quite interesting. And man, it's just been growth.
Yeah.
It's just been growth.
I love it.
A question most people want to know is, who is Belinda?
Eh.
Or who inspired Belinda?
Yeah.
That's what, because even said, now I can afford to take Belinda out for dinner. So, who is Belinda? Who inspired Belinda?
Yeah.
If we won't tell anyone. It's just us.
Just us.
A million people. It's just us.
So
Just between us.
anyways.
Not anyways.
So the first Belinda, the who is in the song, it's just some random babe, man.
What you mean, random babe? You know,
you don't make songs. BN made a song for Chikwere. So who is Belinda?
Man, Belinda is she was some random babe, and yeah, things didn't work, but we got the song.
Damn. She inspired you.
Yeah.
Belinda served the purpose.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And the Belinda I talk about in Dreams is actually my lawyer. Yeah. I had to take her for breakfast. Well, when we first met, but I didn't have money because I was just starting out. Yeah, but now I can take her on that breakfast.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna go with okay.
We are believing.
Because I'm sure that's not the only person
We are
who
believing.
you had to have taken for a meal or something, but she's the only one who was worthy of being put on the album. Well,
It's okay.
I can take you guys for breakfast also if you're free.
As long as when they say we're both called Faith,
Yeah, we
so
are. Yeah.
figure out a way
A way
to
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 Break
differentiate,
faith.
is it faith,
Yes.
faith which one and faith which one? But another
Okay.
thing, you've had a beautiful number of people you've collaborated with on these songs, including Magics. So what was your experience with like, doing music with like big names, big titles? Was that any different from doing regular collaborations? What was that experience like for you?
I've met so many in this short time, in these few months. I've met so many artists, and I've got to work with very many talented people. And honestly, I feel like everyone who's really, really good is good vibes. Like they have a very good energy around them, and that has been my experience with the guys I've worked on all the songs on the album. Magix, I had met him even before I blew up, and he loved my music because I played him some of my songs, and I played him No Lie. He liked it. He was like, man, I would love to put like a verse on this. And at that time, I was like, bruh, there's no way you want to do that.
No way.
Yeah. And then your talk, which was just Instagram, like, yo, like I love your stuff, then
Let's do something together.
And just good energy all through. Same thing with Bien, Job Boy, King Promise, just good energy, and it just kind of happens. Like the art just leads into itself. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like your music, especially in this album, in Growing Pains, do you feel like it caters to your demographic? Because I feel like Nana was such a hip song.
Yeah.
It was very easily turned into a TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
But now with this album, it's more soulful.
Yeah.
It's slow.
Yeah.
It's evoking emotions.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's just targeted to that demographic, or does it cover everyone? If you're going through a heartbreak, he got you.
I feel like it covers everyone. I feel like there's a song for everyone. And also, like, people who have listened to my music before Nana, they know that this is who I am. And that's, like, of course,
That's
like,
your
once in a
sound.
while, I'll put out a song like Nana, because that's what I want. That's what I feel like putting out at that time. Yeah, as I said, I'm an artist first, and I'm expressing myself. You dig? And this is how I wanted to express myself this time. But maybe I'll give you a dancehall EP sometime.
Let's see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but,
we are all for the soul.
The
Yeah,
soul,
and
the
this
soul
EP
is
has
good.
a little bit of everything for everyone. Yeah, if you're going through a heartbreak, there's Dalila. If you're waiting for someone, there's Ninda. If you want to fall in love, there's No Lie. If like there's a bit of everything
there's
for
something
everyone.
for everyone.
For you who already
Different
has
seasons.
someone, you have Moonlight. Yeah.
Okay. I love that you are so bold about it, because a lot of people get confused. I think we've even spoken to people like what's his name? Forget his name. Who spoke about the fact that he had this one big hit that went like super super global, and then he now had to like fine tune his music after with the same kind of beat, almost just changing a few parts of the beat, adding a little tempo here, reducing some beats here and there. Like he's kind of stayed with the same melody, the same sound. And I love that you're not afraid to then still go back and try different new things, because that is a lot of confidence. So what inspires that, and who are the people who are actually inspiring you after Nana to the point where you're staying true to yourself?
First and foremost, it's my team. My team allows me to express myself through my art the way I want to. Like they won't be like, oh, so now you got Nana, now you have to make a song like Nana again. They'll just be like, just go to studio and do your thing. And whatever I come out with, they'll find ways of making it work. Also, it's just the kind of artists that inspire me have always been themselves. Like Bob Marley, Chronix, all these guys. And people say it's a marathon, not a what?
Not a sprint.
Yeah, a lot of times, but I don't think they understand it. And in a marathon, I don't know if you've ever ran like very long distances. You can't run all the way through. You get what I mean?
You go fast, then
like,
pace
you go,
yourself.
Then sometimes you can even walk, man. Just take some water, then run again. Otherwise, you won't keep up and you won't win. So me, I believe I have a lot of time, and I want when people listen to my discography, they see an artist who has evolved and has like a wide spectrum of things to deliver. And yeah, that's just the kind of artist I want to be.
I spoke to someone who actually deleted all of his albums before he did this one EP. And in my mind, I'm just like, what do you mean you didn't feel like this is what represented you and this is now the new you? Are we going to be seeing that? Because there's a huge evolution as well. As you're saying, your discography is going to be varied. We have, club bangers, we have soul, we have a little bit of jazz here and there. We don't know what you're going to be producing in the next 2-3 years. So will you get to a point where you're like, chuck this is the new representation? Or are we going to keep it as we go? As you said, growing pains. As you grow, what are these new things you're revealing about yourself? What are you learning? Are there some things that you're actually are there some songs there's some songs embarrassing you're like, wow, let's
what was happening?
Are there some songs you've already archived? Have you already archived a few? Are you planning on it, or are you going to stay in the same truth of this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing?
Personally, I believe that you shouldn't forget your past, because it's what made you who you are. And you can't be inspirational if you're like, I don't know how to explain it. We can't gauge success or inspiration without like a point of
history.
Exactly. So
data.
Exactly. So like, at the end of the day, I want to change the world. I want to inspire more artists and guys, people to be themselves. So when they go back and they listen to that song, I'm shy about that I didn't probably mix or master well at the beginning of my career. They'll be like, man, it's so crazy that this guy is here from this point. And maybe they will also believe that right now, maybe my music is mastered or mixed poorly, but the potential is there. And if I keep at it, I'll reach a certain point. So at the end of the day, it's not even just me. I'm also doing it for other people, because other artists have done it for me too. You get what I mean?
We love it.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of artists, and they've got me through different situations. And like in my life, where I was like, man, will I make it through? And you just listen to this one Pompey song, and you go through his catalog, and you're just like, man, you see his story, you're like, bruh, I can make it through. So at the end of the day, it's not just about me. It's also about the guys who are also on the come up and they're also grinding, and trying to chase their dreams.
Okay.
Well said.
Yeah.
And
Well
very
said.
quickly, as we're about to leave, actually, we don't have enough
We
time.
never have enough time.
But you have talked about how this album is just showcasing the growth and the evolution of who you are as an artist.
Yeah.
So would you be okay with sharing some of these pains that you experienced?
This suffering, necessary suffering, as you call
necessary suffering.
Yeah.
Some of these pains,
Yeah.
some of these challenges that you've encountered so far in your career.
Yeah. For someone who has gone through a crazy rate of development, you're bound to face certain things. You're thrown in situations you've never been, and you have to adapt like that.
Political correctness, let's leave it. Give us an actual scenario, an actual story.
No, I'm just
With
the political correctness. An
let
example
me
of
get an
something that actually
example.
was just like, what? Okay.
Let me look for an example. What example? Let me give you a crazy example.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I have my I have like a relative, and when Nana went off, it was like, bro, we've got the bank now, and like
Everyone knows you have money.
yeah,
You have money.
and I just had to cut that relative off.
Oh no.
And like it was just like crazy. So like things like that, I had to explain to someone like
It's
and
blowing up, but it doesn't always equate to money.
to like like
and even still, it's my
if-
money.
yeah.
I choose what I want to do.
yeah. So like things like that, like there's just so much always going on in your head. You have to face like your anxieties all the time. Like you're going to go in front of people. Imagine you've just been singing like in lounges and clubs, and then all of a sudden you're in front of like a stadium of people. Like it's crazy, and you have to arrange your mind again in real time to be able to assess that. Like friends, some of my friends don't talk to me anymore.
Oh.
Like there's so much that just happens real quick, but it's all necessary for growth. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so deep. It is.
Growing pains, man. Growing pains.
But as we're winding up, I can see a few messages that have come in. Somebody
yeah.
saying Joshua is killing it.
Thank you.
We have somebody saying, hello ladies, you look lovely today, fascinating show. Nice vibes from Joshua Baraka. I
Thank
told you
you.
guys, he is such a vibe.
Thank
we
you.
have Mercy watching from Lavington saying, happy birthday. Thank you very much. Say hello to Joshua. Ask him if he is single.
Hey.
That is Mercy from Lavington.
Hey.
Okay. Mercy,
Okay.
kama uko na muru. Are you single?
Are you single?
You should DM me.
Okay.
Amesema DM for price.
But I love this one. Someone saying he looks cute and handsome. I love his song Nana, and I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Thank
Shout out to
Thank
you,
you.
Joshua.
And
Actually, there's a
also,
lot of love.
if there's an event you're performing at next, I know there was one yesterday.
I had a listening party yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was really, really good.
Oh.
You guys didn't come. I'm hurt. But it was
We're
really
sorry.
nice.
But do you have anything
Is there something
else
else
before
lined
you
up?
leave before Sunday?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned,
Maybe
yeah.
I'll make another one for you.
Might pop up.
For you guys since
Aw.
you didn't come.
We love it.
But
Do you have a
thank you.
parting shot at least to the people?
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for loving me. I pray you continue to do so. My EP just dropped. It's called Growing Pains. Check it out, stream it, download it, share it. It's on all platforms: YouTube, Play, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you used to listen to your music to. Is that
Yeah,
right
whatever you
English?
use to listen to your music. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, man, big up on yourselves. I love you guys. And yeah, man, that's it.
Go listen to the album. Thank you so much for
Thank you
giving
for
us the
having me, guys.
time.
Thank you for having
You
me.
guys, if you have not listened to Growing Pains, this is your sign.
You really should.
This is your sign.
What are you waiting
Go
for?
and listen to it. But we're going to say goodnight to you, and we're going to see you tomorrow.
See you.
My girl, she a Cinderella dance till a she fall off. She not care for money even if you're big and tough. She do it for the love. She a little shy till she tipsy, that the dancing, yeah.